Welcome back to the Armchair Meddler, where I review news videos, usually of a sensational nature, and I give you my opinion, even though you didn't ask for my opinion. That's what makes me the Armchair Meddler. Oh, so today we have a treat for you. Let's see here. A day in the life of a New York City rat killer. I know you guys always wondered what that was like. At least I did. So just to remind you, I have not watched this video beforehand, so it will be new to me as it is to you. But before we get started, please make sure that you subscribe and give this video the thumbs up. Let's not delay. Let's get into this video.
I want to see the burrows close to the holes.
And you would see the burrows like...
Yeah, definitely. They're the size of a fish.
On a bright and sunny morning, Matt, the rat killer, and I went on the hunt for rats' nests in Yorkville. Like many neighborhoods, it's an area flooded with rodent complaints.
I saw a rat climbing up the side of the building. You could see it out the window.
I come out and I had the bits and I hit it with the cane and it starts cleaning.
It didn't take long. We found at least 4 active rat burrows in the tree beds on East 95th Street off First Avenue.
And you look right here. They come out of here and they go right back out here. And you see this dirt? This is from them digging.
Matt Diodato with Urban Pest Management is using a method less common than the typical rat bait stations that most exterminators put out. It's called Burrow X. He puts the hose down.
So I'm just wondering, is this going to be carbon monoxide? That's what my guess is. Let's see what they say.
Into the rat holes.
The Burrow X machine gives out carbon monoxide, and they are dying from the exposure to the carbon monoxide. If you have an active area, it eliminates it within 3 to 5 minutes.
And in a city where people are fazed by very little, this gassing of the rat burrows stopped New Yorkers in their tracks.
You see the smoke coming out of the ground? That shows me where they are.
And yes,
I'm waiting for somebody to come out and start complaining about them killing the rats. I mean, it is New York City after all.
sometimes that does happen.
Every once in a while, especially the big guys, they'll come up and they'll actually try to push this down and pop up through the burrow.
It didn't happen this time, but it did on Diodato's last job in Prospect Lefferts Gardens.
They're the size of cats.
Erica Venero, who lives on East 95th Street, calls the block Rat Alley and blames the garbage thrown out in bags, especially behind a public school.
The garbage will probably be about this high. So if you're walking, they're like frolicking just waist high from you. Then they should have bins or something.
Diodato says the proper bins are key. He showed us what happens when you use just traditional ones. Yes, those holes, he says, are from rats chewing right through the cans.
Wow. Big hole in the pails here. These are all the things that make it just so easy for them to survive.
The rules around curbside trash pickup will be changing in April. You'll have to put it out later at night so it doesn't sit as long. The city also still trying to hire a rat czar. All of this as data from 311 shows that requests for help with rats jumped by about 1,500 calls from 2021 to 2022. What do you do?
It's winning battles. I think the war in the end is theirs.
And part of that battle, the rats have been getting into cars and chewing up wires. It's happening to about 30% of all cars brought into mechanics in these colder months. So what can you do to protect yourself? I'm Eileen LaPalmer. I'll have that story coming up tomorrow night at 10 on the Pix 11 News.
Okay, so just in case you're wondering about that particular story, I do have that video also on the channel, so you guys might want to check that one out. Yeah, so apparently New York City is overrun with rats, but not only do they have a rat problem, apparently it is a garbage problem. So if they solve that garbage problem, that should help. But as that exterminator said, ultimately the rats are going to win the war, but I think their numbers could definitely be controlled. So anyhow, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you enjoyed watching it. Please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe, and hope to see you on the next one.